Hi, this is Brandon from Watches on You. Today we're taking a look at the G-Shock GGB100-1A9. And first I want to remind you that we're here at Continental Diamond in St. Louis Park, Minnesota. We'll be leaving a link in the description to their website if you want to inquire about purchasing this piece or inquire about any of the other watches available at their store. Before I start the rest of this review, I just want to remind you that I currently have a Kickstarter campaign running for a watch that I personally designed. This is the Hoagland & Sons Mark I chronograph. It is a mecha quartz chronograph, and what that means is that it has the look and feel of a mechanical chronograph, but the accuracy of a quartz watch. And that is facilitated by a mechanical module on top of a quartz kind of escapement. So to start the chronograph, you hit the top pusher, and as you can see, it has a smooth seconds hand, and then when you reset the chronograph using the bottom pusher, it just flies back to 12 o'clock as opposed to slowly moving around the dial like a typical quartz movement. Additionally, you have time zone and unit conversion scales on the case back. I wanted to make this watch as useful as possible for traveling. I highly encourage you to check this out. I'll be dropping a link in the description to the Kickstarter campaign, so definitely check that out and hopefully fund the project. So now moving on to the G-Shock GGB100-1A9. So this watch is rather large with a diameter of around 55.3 millimeters, and I mean, it's a G-Shock, so they're typically expected to be large, but this watch includes many useful features that kind of make it relatively unique compared to not only the watches in the G-Shock lineup, but also just typical survival watches in general. So I'll go through the features now. So as you can see, if you go to the compass, it has a compass that uses the seconds hand. So as you can see, as I move around the dial, the seconds hand moves, so you can tell north is pointing kind of directly at me. And it's a really useful feature if you're out in the wilderness. Additionally, you have these tracks that list out the degrees, so you can really navigate with accuracy. In addition to that, you have an altimeter feature, which is a really interesting feature as well. I just think that that is, again, super useful for traveling. And you can see it has this little tracker here for the altimeter. So additionally, you have various time settings that you can use. You have a barometer, you have a temperature setting, which is in Fahrenheit, and you just have several different features: stopwatches, timers, alarms, world time, that make this watch extremely useful. And additionally, you have this beautiful carbon fiber reinforced case that is just, it's extremely high quality. I mean, this watch is really an instrument for professionals. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. Additionally, you have this light to illuminate the dial. It's a little bit difficult to see, but in the dark, I can attest to the fact that it's extremely bright. So I was really excited to share this watch with you. I'll try it on for a wrist shot now. And I'll go through another feature. So this watch is capable of connecting to your smartphone for easy settings. Now, given that it does not have a physical crown, setting this watch could be kind of a challenge when you're doing it just on the watch. But when you're using your phone, you can set it with accuracy, and also it connects to an atomic clock, so it's actually more accurate as well. Furthermore, you can actually configure the cities on the world timer function so that it's more relevant to maybe your travel path or something like that. So I think that's a super cool feature that they're trying to give it kind of smart features in addition to the kind of ruggedness of the piece. So if you like this video, please remember to like, subscribe, and share. Additionally, remember we're at Continental Diamond in St. Louis Park, Minnesota. I'll be dropping a link in the description to their website if you want to inquire about purchasing this piece. And furthermore, I would like to remind you to check out my Kickstarter campaign for the Hoagland & Sons Mark I chronograph. Thank you for watching.